What if I told you that the very first 5 minutes after you wake up could quietly shape not just your day, but the direction of your entire life? Not through pills, not through expensive treatments, but through a handful of small, deliberate choices, rooted in science, informed by centuries of human wisdom that can strengthen your body, sharpen your mind, and give you calm confidence as you move through life. As Aristotle wisely said, knowing yourself is the beginning of all wisdom. And the Stoics believed that how you start anything determines its outcome. Mornings are like the first brush strokes on a blank canvas. They set the tone for everything that follows. Most people stumble through the early hours half awake, letting notifications, emails, and endless distractions dictate their focus. But imagine beginning your day like a captain guiding a ship through turbulent waters. Not hurried, not stressed, but with clear direction, steady control, and purpose that no chaos can shake. In just a few minutes, you can build resilience in your body, calm in your mind, and quiet strength in your spirit. This isn't about grand transformations overnight. It's about small, consistent actions, micro-habits that echo through every day, shaping who you will become. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. Every tiny choice matters." If this idea speaks to you, hit the like button. Comment "transform" if you're ready to stop drifting and start living intentionally. Subscribe, because this isn't just a channel. It's a community of people committed to becoming the strongest, clearest, and most resilient versions of themselves. The journey starts now, breath by breath, choice by choice. Let's explore the first habit that will quietly and steadily transform the way you move through life. Number 1. Breathe before anything else. Picture this. You wake up, your eyes barely open, and before you even notice, your hand is already reaching for the phone. Notifications, messages, headlines, all crashing in before you've even taken your first full breath. Sounds familiar? Most of us start mornings this way, half awake, drowning in the world's noise before we've even checked in with ourselves. And here's the truth. When you let chaos in before your own breath, you've already lost control of the day. But here's what most people don't realize. Your breath is not just air moving in and out. It's your nervous system's switch. A single, slow, deep breath lowers cortisol, steadies your heartbeat, and signals your brain. You're safe. Neuroscience calls this activating the parasympathetic nervous system, the calm, focused state. Research from Harvard shows that even 2 minutes of controlled breathing can lower stress and sharpen focus. Here's what you do tomorrow morning, before anything else. The morning reset. Sit up in bed. Place one hand on your chest, the other on your belly. Inhale through your nose for 4 seconds, letting your belly rise. Hold for 2. Exhale slowly through your mouth for 6. Repeat 3 to 5 times. Less than a minute, and your system is reset. The decision pause. Before any important choice today, what to eat, how to reply to that email, take 3 deep, conscious breaths. Calm body, clear decision. The transition breath. Between activities, pause for 1 breath. 1 inhale to close the last moment, 1 exhale to begin the next. This simple ritual turns chaos into flow. Ancient wisdom confirms what science proves. The Stoics believed morning should begin with intention, not reaction. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "When you arise in the morning, think of what a precious privilege it is to be alive." That first breath is more than oxygen. It's a reminder of that privilege. Seneca said, "True freedom is mastery of self, not control of the outside world." Choosing to breathe before anything else is self-mastery in action. Think of it like water. When it's turbulent, you can't see the bottom. But when it's still, everything becomes clear. Your mind is the same. Conscious breathing is the stillness that reveals clarity, focus, and wisdom you didn't know was there. Tomorrow morning, you have two choices. You can wake up in reaction mode, scrolling, rushing, stressing, or you can wake up in creation mode, starting with a breath that grounds you in calm and strength. Because greatness isn't built in dramatic gestures, it's built in tiny, consistent acts, like this one. So tomorrow, when the alarm rings, don't reach for your phone. Reach for your breath. Start with one conscious breath. That's it. From that single choice, the rest of your day, and maybe the rest of your life, can unfold with clarity, strength, and purpose. Number 2. 1 minute of silent recall. Imagine this. You wake up, take your first conscious breath, and before the world barges in with notifications, messages, and tasks, you sit quietly for just 1 minute. No phone, no news, no distractions. Sounds almost too simple to matter, doesn't it? Yet this 1 minute holds the power to shape your entire day, your clarity, and even the way you engage with life itself. Most people rush straight into their mornings, letting chaos dictate their focus and energy. But neuroscientists and psychologists call this precious first minute the perfect cognitive reset. When you pause to silently recall your previous day, you're training your brain to observe rather than react, to see patterns rather than be swept away by random events. This practice strengthens what scientists call cognitive reserve, your brain's ability to adapt, stay sharp, and resist decline over time. Here's how to practice your 1 minute of silent recall. Sit quietly. Close your eyes, place your hands gently on your knees, and take one conscious breath. Trace your day backward. Start with the very last moment before sleep. What did you see, hear, feel, or think? Maybe it was the sound of rain tapping against your window, the taste of dinner, or a conversation with a loved one. Move step by step. Go backward through the hours. Picture the people you interacted with. Remember their words and expressions. Revisit your meals, your walks, your thoughts, your choices. Try to relive the day moment by moment. Observe without judgment. This isn't about nostalgia or guilt. You're not criticizing yourself. You're noticing, remembering, and understanding. Awareness itself is the goal. Why does this matter? Because the act of silent recall anchors you in presence. Carl Jung once said, "Your vision will become clear only when you look into your own heart." Who looks outside dreams. Who looks inside awakes. This 1 minute is your opportunity to look inside, to awaken, to take command of your own mind before the world starts pulling you in 1,000 directions. Science confirms it too. Studies in neuroscience show that retracing your day backward activates memory networks, enhances focus, and strengthens attention control. The simple act of recalling details, what someone said, the color of the sky, or even the smell of your coffee, trains your brain to retain information better and notice the subtleties that usually go unnoticed. Over time, this practice improves mindfulness, decision-making, and emotional regulation. The Stoics also valued this quiet reflection. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself daily, "Look well into thyself. There is a source of strength which will always spring up if thou wilt always look." This minute of silent recall is your daily check-in with that source. It's a deliberate moment of self-knowledge that aligns your actions with your values. Seneca wrote about living intentionally. It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste a lot of it. 1 minute might seem small, but like compound interest, the impact grows over time. Here's a simple ritual to make it practical. Set a timer for 60 seconds, or just watch the clock. Sit with your back straight, shoulders relaxed. Take 3 deep breaths to center yourself. Begin your silent recall. Move backward through your day, noticing what matters and what drains your energy. Finish with 1 conscious inhale and exhale, preparing to step into your new day with clarity and presence. Even a single week of this practice will make a noticeable difference. You'll start remembering details you used to forget, noticing patterns in your behavior, and becoming more aware of what truly matters. Conversations become more intentional, decisions become more deliberate, and your attention becomes something you own, rather than something stolen by endless distractions. The beauty of this practice is its simplicity. 1 minute is all it takes. No apps, no gadgets, no complicated routines. Just you, your mind, and the deliberate choice to remember. In a world that constantly tries to pull your attention outward, this is a radical act of self-possession. Think of your mind like a garden. Every moment you reclaim through silent recall is a seed planted. Over time, these seeds grow into clarity, focus, and wisdom. You're training your brain to stay alert, present, and resilient, not just today, but for decades to come. So tomorrow morning, before the world barges in, take your 1 minute of silent recall. Trace yesterday backward, look within, reclaim your attention, strengthen your mind. Because true freedom, as the Stoics taught, is not about controlling the outside world, it's about mastering the inner one. Your next minute is your next chance. Use it wisely. Start now. Reflect, awaken. Live deliberately. Number 3. Morning sunlight ritual. Imagine this. You've woken up, taken your first conscious breath, and completed your 1 minute silent recall. Now, before grabbing your phone, your coffee, or jumping into the endless stream of tasks, you step outside, or at least near a window, and let the morning sun touch your face. This simple act, often overlooked, is more powerful than most people realize. Most of us start our days indoors, bathed in artificial light, scrolling through screens, letting the blue light dictate our alertness and focus. But nature, in its quiet wisdom, provides a signal far superior to any app, coffee, or alarm. Sunlight. Exposure to natural light first thing in the morning regulates your circadian rhythm, the internal clock that governs sleep, energy, hormone production, and mood. Science confirms it. Research from Harvard and the University of Colorado shows that just 10 to 15 minutes of morning sunlight can boost serotonin levels, improve mood and focus, and synchronize your internal clock for better sleep at night. Vitamin D production begins, which supports immunity, bone health, and even cognitive function. Sunlight is literally a biological reset button, tuning your body to the natural rhythms it was designed to follow. Here's how to practice your morning sunlight ritual. Step into natural light. Open your curtains. Step onto your balcony, or go outside. Even a few minutes is powerful. Face the sun. Allow your eyes to be bathed in sunlight without staring directly at it. Let your skin absorb the gentle rays. Breathe deeply. Inhale slowly through your nose, feeling your chest and belly expand. Exhale fully. Allow your body to wake naturally, guided by the sun rather than the screen. Notice your surroundings. Observe the sky, the colors, the morning sounds, the wind, birds, distant traffic. Let your senses anchor you in the present moment. This isn't just about physical health. It's a philosophical practice too. The Stoics believed in aligning with nature, accepting its rhythms rather than fighting them. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Dwell on the beauty of life. Watch the stars and see yourself running with them." Sunlight is one of life's simplest, most profound reminders that you are part of a larger system, and your energy, focus, and mood are influenced by the natural world. Beyond biology, morning sunlight carries psychological benefits. Exposure to light signals safety and order to your brain. It reduces stress, increases alertness, and sharpens mental clarity. This is why the first moments outside can feel transformative. Your mind begins the day not in reaction to chaos, but in harmony with nature. Think of it this way. Your life is like a ship navigating turbulent waters. The first rays of sunlight are the compass, guiding your day with clarity. By taking even 5 minutes to align with the natural rhythm of day and night, you're setting yourself up for resilience, focus, and emotional stability before the world's demands start pulling at you. If you want to amplify the effect, combine sunlight exposure with a micro-movement practice. Stretch your arms overhead, roll your shoulders, twist gently side to side. Feel your body awaken alongside your mind. This tiny ritual, less than 10 minutes in total, prepares your body and brain to function at peak performance. The deeper meaning. Morning sunlight teaches you presence and gratitude. You are not just waking to a schedule or responsibilities. You are witnessing a daily miracle, the renewal of life itself. Seneca reminded us, true happiness is to enjoy the present without anxious dependence upon the future. By pausing to greet the sun, you cultivate appreciation, grounding, and perspective before the noise of the day begins. Now, think of the alternative. Rushing through your morning in artificial light, immediately reacting to messages and notifications, feeding stress and distraction. One day passes, then another, and the connection to your own rhythm and to life itself diminishes. By committing to the morning sunlight ritual, you claim control, not over the world, but over how you enter it. So tomorrow, when you wake, breathe first, recall silently, then step into the sun. Feel it energize your body, awaken your mind, and remind you that life is happening now. Let these moments anchor you, build clarity, and strengthen your sense of purpose. The world will always demand your attention, but you get to choose where it begins. Morning sunlight is a gift you give yourself. Natural, free, and profoundly powerful. Your next day, your next week, your next year will be shaped by this simple act. Step outside, breathe, notice, receive. Begin your day aligned with nature and carry that calm, focus, and energy into everything that follows. Number 4. One line of reflection. Picture this. The day is moving fast, notifications pinging, tasks stacking, and meetings waiting. Somewhere between breakfast and your first meeting, you pause, take a breath, and ask yourself just one simple question. What is my line today? This isn't a checklist, a to-do item, or a motivational catchphrase. It's a deliberate line of reflection, a single sentence that anchors your intention and guides your choices for the entire day. In a world filled with constant distraction, the power of one line may seem small. But neuroscience shows us that focused intention, even for a few seconds, can prime your brain for clarity, decision-making, and emotional regulation. Dr. Richard Davidson's research at the University of Wisconsin demonstrates that even brief reflective practices activate the prefrontal cortex, the region responsible for focus, impulse control, and higher reasoning. A single line of conscious reflection rewires neural pathways, nudging your mind from reaction to deliberate action. Here's how to practice it. Pause and breathe. Before your phone, your emails, or your first meeting, close your eyes for 30 seconds. Feel your chest rise and fall. Center yourself. Ask your question. In the quiet of this pause, ask, "What is my line today?" Let the words float in your mind without rushing to answer immediately. Write it down. One line, no more than 10 words. Examples: I will respond, not react. Gratitude first, complaints later. Presence over perfection. Keep it short, keep it real. Repeat mentally. Let this line echo whenever you feel scattered. Your mind will anchor to it like a compass pointing north. The Stoics understood the power of reflection. Marcus Aurelius, in his Meditations, wrote, "The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts." What you allow yourself to think first, the focus you give at the start, sets the tone for your entire experience. A single sentence in the morning can color your decisions, reactions, and energy throughout the day. Ancient Eastern philosophies echo this too. Zen masters would begin each day with a koan, a simple phrase to contemplate deeply, training their minds to cultivate presence and clarity. Your line is your personal koan, a practical, modern tool to do the same. But reflection is more than mental discipline. It's emotional guidance. When you craft a line intentionally, you give your subconscious something tangible to hold on to. When the world pulls at your attention, your line becomes a tether, keeping you aligned with what truly matters. Neuroscientists call this top-down cognitive control, your conscious reflection influencing your automatic responses, reducing stress and reactive behaviors. The beauty of one line is that it's scalable and flexible. It doesn't require 20 minutes of journaling, fancy pens, or apps. It fits in the pocket of your morning. It travels with you. At your desk, in a meeting, or during a commute, one sentence can reset your focus, redirect your energy, and transform ordinary moments into deliberate actions. Philosophically, the act of writing a single line is a declaration of ownership. You are no longer drifting, you are defining the rhythm of your life. Seneca wrote, "It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste much of it." One line combats that waste. It is a conscious choice to start each day with intention rather than reaction. Consider the alternative. You could wake up, stumble through emails, respond to crises, and let the day dictate your actions. Hours pass. Evening comes. You ask yourself why you feel scattered, exhausted, or unfulfilled. The line of reflection solves this before the chaos even begins. It is the smallest act with the largest ripple effect. Here's an extra tip. Combine it with your morning breath and sunlight rituals. Take a deep breath, feel the sun on your face, then ask your line. The synergy of physiology, environment, and mind primes you for a day of focus, clarity, and deliberate choice. Finally, understand this. Reflection is not about perfection. It's about presence and alignment. Even if you forget it later, even if the day challenges you, the act of setting your line plants a seed in your subconscious. It grows as your day unfolds, influencing decisions and interactions in ways you might not immediately notice. Your one line is your daily declaration, a small sentence that carries enormous weight. It is both shield and compass, a ritual that costs less than a minute but can redefine your entire day. So tomorrow morning, before the world intrudes, pause, breathe, and ask, "What is my line today?" Write it. Repeat it. Let it guide your steps, your words, your choices. One line, one moment, a lifetime of difference in the making. Your line is your anchor. Claim it. Live it. Let it transform you. Number 5. Move for 60 seconds. You wake up, the world is already pulling at your attention. Your body stiff from hours of sleep. Your mind foggy from the early morning haze. Most people stumble from bed to their first cup of coffee, dragging limbs that barely remember how to move. But what if I told you that just 60 seconds of deliberate movement could change the chemistry of your morning, wake up your body, and sharpen your mind more effectively than rushing through a to-do list? Science supports it. Research from the Journal of Applied Physiology shows that even 1 minute of gentle movement, stretching, shoulder rolls, ankle rotations, increases blood flow, oxygenates your brain, and signals your nervous system that it's time to shift from rest to alertness. Your joints, stiff from the night, begin to lubricate. Your muscles, dormant, start to remember their purpose. And your mind, long trapped in the fog of sleep, starts to fire with clarity. The 60-second morning flow. Sit on the edge of your bed, feet flat on the floor. Roll your ankles slowly, 10 circles clockwise, 10 counterclockwise. Feel your feet awaken. Move to your knees, gently flexing forward and back. Nothing forced. Just notice the subtle stretch and the shift in circulation. Stand up. Twist your torso side to side, letting your spine and core awaken. Lean left, lean right, engaging muscles you forgot existed. Roll your shoulders forward, then back, breathing deeply with each motion. Notice tension leaving your body with each exhale. This is not exercise in the traditional sense. It's a conversation with your body. You're saying, "I honor you. I will not throw you into the chaos of the day without preparing you first." Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts." Consider this movement a dye for your body and mind, a gentle, purposeful start that sets the tone for everything that follows. Beyond the physical benefits, there's a psychological advantage. Neuroscience shows that deliberate movement, even as brief as 60 seconds, activates the prefrontal cortex, enhances focus, and improves emotional regulation. Your brain learns to associate the first moments of the day with preparation, clarity, and control. You're no longer reacting to chaos. You're entering the day in creation mode. Movement also strengthens independence over time. Simple habits like standing up, twisting, or leaning might seem trivial, but they preserve mobility, balance, and stability. In a decade, those 60-second habits will be the reason you can carry groceries without hesitation, get out of a chair without bracing, or walk down a flight of stairs with confidence. Think of it philosophically. The Stoics emphasized preparation. Seneca wrote, "Luck is what happens when preparation meets opportunity." 60 seconds of intentional movement is your preparation. It is a daily, humble investment in your freedom, strength, and resilience. You don't need to perform complex yoga poses or high-intensity workouts. The smallest, most consistent actions compound over time into mastery over your body and mind. Here's a subtle but profound truth. Movement is a signal to your entire system. Your heart, lungs, joints, and brain all take notice. Your breath deepens naturally, your thoughts sharpen, your mood lifts. What could take hours in a gym can begin in 60 seconds at the edge of your bed. And don't forget the ripple effect. Just as still water reflects clearly, your 60-second ritual creates inner clarity that ripples outward, into your decisions, your interactions, and the way you move through the world. Each small movement is a declaration. I'm awake, I'm prepared, I'm in control. The alternative is stark. Skip this small ritual and stiffness creeps in. Circulation remains slow. Your mind reacts rather than chooses. The day unfolds around you rather than by you. Small compensations, shorter steps, reliance on support, hesitation snowball into limitations that feel inevitable, but are avoidable. So tomorrow morning, before screens, before coffee, before external distractions, claim 60 seconds for yourself. Roll your ankles, move your joints, twist your spine, engage your core, stand with awareness. And with each motion, feel your body, mind, and spirit align for the day ahead. Remember, this isn't about instant transformation. It's about consistent, deliberate acts that accumulate into freedom, clarity, and resilience. Every day you move for 60 seconds. You invest in decades of mobility, mental sharpness, and the quiet confidence that you are in charge of your life. Your next 60 seconds are a choice, a chance, a declaration. Move now. Move deliberately. Move with intention, because the smallest act done consistently becomes unstoppable over time. Number 6. Anchor with a guiding thought. You wake up. Your mind is already racing. Deadlines, notifications, things you have to do. Most people start their day reacting to the noise around them, not controlling their inner world. But what if you could anchor yourself with just one deliberate thought before the chaos begins? Science shows that the mind follows what you focus on. Neuroscience research finds that starting your day with intention activates the prefrontal cortex, the part of the brain responsible for planning, decision-making, and self-control. In other words, the first thought you choose sets the tone for your energy, focus, and mood for hours. Anchoring with a guiding thought isn't just philosophical, it's biological. Here's how to do it tomorrow. The guiding thought ritual. Sit up in bed or stand in a quiet spot. Close your eyes for 30 to 60 seconds. Take one slow, deep breath. Feel your body expand as you inhale. Exhale fully, letting tension leave. Choose one guiding thought for the day. Examples: I will act with calm and clarity. I am present to what matters most. I can control my response, even when I cannot control events. Repeat it silently as you inhale and exhale. Imagine planting a seed in your mind. Visualize your day unfolding with this thought as your anchor. See yourself responding calmly, making clear choices, moving with purpose. The Stoics understood this power. Marcus Aurelius said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." Realize this, and you will find strength. By anchoring your first thought, you are claiming that power before the world even speaks. Psychology backs this up. Cognitive behavioral studies show that when you start your day with a positive, purposeful thought, your brain is more likely to filter experiences through that lens. You notice opportunities instead of distractions. You make decisions aligned with your values. In other words, one small conscious thought rewires your day. And over time, your life. The world will always demand your attention. Emails arrive. Traffic frustrates you. A colleague might disappoint you, but your first thought of the day acts like an anchor in a storm. It keeps your mind steady, your decisions deliberate, and your emotions resilient. You are no longer a leaf blown by circumstances. You are the captain of your inner world. Philosophically, the Stoics remind us that external events are neutral. Epictetus said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." Anchoring with a guiding thought is a practical application. You are choosing your attitude, focus, and response before the day even begins. Your stress decreases because your perspective is set. Your relationships improve because you respond, not react. Your focus deepens because your attention is tethered to purpose. Your confidence grows because each conscious choice reinforces control over your life. Imagine practicing this for a week, a month, a year. Each day, the thought becomes part of your identity. Your decisions, interactions, and mindset start aligning naturally with your purpose. And here's the beautiful part. You don't need extra time, energy, or a perfect environment. All it takes is one deliberate thought, quietly held and repeated with intention. Your mind follows, your body responds, and your day unfolds differently, not because the world changed, but because you anchored yourself first. So tomorrow morning, before checking your phone, before grabbing coffee, pause. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath. Choose your guiding thought. Let it root itself. Let it shape your day. If this resonates, hit the like button to commit to your own clarity. Share this video with someone who struggles to start their mornings with purpose. Comment your guiding thought below. We'll inspire each other. And subscribe to join a community dedicated to intentional living and mastering the mornings. Your day begins here. One thought, one breath, one choice. Anchor it now and carry that power into everything that follows.